Another Shade of Wrong 1 by Mr. Aloy came before Another Shade of Wrong by Mr. Aloy, Part 2. Another Shade of Wrong 1 reminded me of my useless uncle trying to do the same thing to me, abuse to a minor. But my Flicks to Click fans, I was very lucky that my useless uncle, he did not get a chance to perform that mental, physical torture on my body. Because sharp, I can't tell my mama, the very next day, as he was coming back from the party, she kicked him out of the house. I am so glad that my mama believed me over my uncle. If not, I could have experienced the same torture that this Mirabel went through in Another Wrong Marriage, Part 1. Or rather, Another Shade of Wrong, Part 1 by Mr. Aloy. All these careless single mothers there, that choose their selfish desires and ambitions over their pickings. Mr. Aloy, I'll say it again. You deserve an award for eye-opener to these women that call themselves mothers. They are just fake mothers who call themselves mommy. It's a shame when a woman becomes so desperate to be with a man that they do not listen to their own children. The mother, this Mirabel's mother, she needs to go to jail, and a wicked jail at that, where she will suffer, just like the way she suffered her own daughter. And as for that, her wicked boyfriend, Darlington, useless man. I have so much to say about him. But it is so upsetting that these kinds of things are happening in our world. Great movie, good acting. But Mirabel, though you were a very good actress in this movie, Another Shade of Wrong, Part 1 by Mr. Aloy, were you not too silent? Some people go come talk say, Mirabel was too silent, and that was why she suffered in the movie. Some people will say Mirabel could have explained all the bad things that were happening to her Auntie Sylvia, even why, she could have explained to her Auntie Sylvia that she didn't know why her mother was not listening to her, and that her mother was never there to listen to her. This Darlington, rest in hell. Mama Mirabel, rest in jail, although I know that you will never ever rest. The two of you will never ever rest. You will rot in jail, Darlington. I'll be rot in hell. While Mommy Mirabel, you will rot in jail. Because this Mommy Mirabel was very heartless. See, as we can't cry for this Another Shade of Wrong, Part 1. Sylvia, the auntie of Mirabel, was like a spy. She was a very observant woman. For those that say that Mirabel should have told her Auntie Sylvia that she was being abused by her mother's boyfriend, it was very obvious that Mirabel was very, very scared of what would happen to her by this wicked man called Darlington. If she did, not only was Mirabel being molested, she was also being beaten. He was beating her as well. But my Flicks to Click fans, don't you think that Auntie Sylvia should have acted on her instincts as well, knowing that and seeing that her niece Mirabel was acting very strangely? Auntie Sylvia, the freedom fighter, I like the role that you're playing in this Another Shade of Wrong, Part 1 by Mr. Aloy. Our girls and our boys, especially our girls, ladies, be very, very careful who you bring into your houses and who will now eventually lord over your children. I just love how this Another Shade of Wrong, Part 1 by Mr. Aloy ended. This useless Mommy Mirabel, she still didn't realize her mistake. She was still calling her daughter out. May we never be careless with our children. And may we pray that those children like Mirabel get all the help that they need. So-called mama, what a shame, what a shame. May God deliver every child from senseless mothers like Mommy Mirabel. Whenever your child insists, my Flicks to Click fans, on going everywhere with you and doesn't want to sit down at home, why don't you look inward to find out the reasons why your child is doing this? Just look at how this woman, Mommy Mirabel, wasted her daughter and even herself. This, Another Shade of Wrong by Mr. Aloy, Part 1, has lots for mothers to learn from. Yes, from this movie, plenty lesson day for mothers. No love, there is no love you can compare to your children's love. True and emotional real life dramas. It hurts my soul to know that children are too often abused at the hands of parents, their friends, their cousins, very commonly relatives. And I'm sure, my Flicks to Click fans, even one of you has fallen into this kind of trap at some point or the other, when somebody close to you tried to abuse you. Yes, it is happening all over the world, and it has happened before, and it's even worse now. My Flicks to Click fans, communicate with your kids, both boys and girls. Both sexes get abused, so let us stay watchful. This is not only a lesson to mothers or to single mothers, but also to fathers and single fathers as well. Educative, straight to the point movie. A girl child is something that must be treasured and held onto strongly, because the girl child goes through a lot in our homes and also outside our homes. And my mothers, take this as a touching lesson to all of us to do better when we're taking care of our children, be it boys or girls. Do you know all the signs of an abusive partner? If you don't, I'm going to pin a free downloadable link in the comment section just now after I close this video. Download it to know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner, so that you can educate yourself, your relations, your neighbors, and get your fellow human being out of terrible situations like this. Watch this next video. I love you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Mwah.